If you want to buy yourself a small pocket RGB light like the Aputure MC, let me first mention the Weeylite RB9 because this light is very exciting. Hey, my name is Paul and today we are looking at an alternative to the Aputure MC light, which is this RB9 from Weeylite. What's Weeylite? That is a daughter company, I guess, from the more famous brand Viltrox, which are famous for making lens adapters and speed boosters and even lenses. Weeylite contacted me to do a review of this new light and I said no. Yet here we are. Why? I bought myself the Aputure MC because I wanted to have a pocket RGB light. However, the downfall with the Aputure MC is the brightness. It only produces 400 lux, half a meter away, while the Weeylite RB9 produces 1350 lux, half a meter away. That means that this guy is more than 3 times stronger than the Aputure. If it's a brightly lit room, I'm struggling with this guy. This is the light that the Weeylite RB9 produces. It's so powerful, it's almost like a small LED panel, which is something that I use both there and behind me. It's crazy bright. Now check the difference of the Aputure MC, set at 100% daylight. I mean, for me that is very important when it comes to a pocket RGB light. The Weeylite and Aputure produces very accurate colors, and with both of these lights you can use an app, control it with your iPhone or Android. You also have many more effects. I mean, here you have 29 different effects, where the Aputure you have 9. And the most important ones like police cars, sirens and lightning, TV, fire, you find them in both of them. One bonus thing here with the Aputure MC is that it has the color picker functionality. So if you connect the phone with the lights and use the app, you can use the camera on the phone, pick color, and the light will change to that color, which can be very helpful in case you need to match a color very quickly. You can put them into groups, both of them. This guy you can put into like a group of 100 lights. This guy maybe, I think it's up to 8. The Aputure is fairly sturdy built, and it's even got magnets on the back where you can hang it on door frames, fixtures, C-stands. The dial here where you go from different kind of modes, daylight, tungsten and so on, is a little bit loose. I don't like it too much. The build quality of the Weeylite is, I think, a little bit sturdier. One thing that I think is super important with the Weeylite is that you have the 1/4 thread inch both at the bottom and on the sides, where you can put it both horizontally and vertically if that's desired. I have been in some situations where I would like this Aputure MC to have the 1/4 thread both at the bottom and on the side, but there's a fan outlet there instead, so none of the lights flicker, which is a very good thing when you shoot slow motion video in general, and if you even do some high-speed photography, none of the lights flicker. The price is very similar between the Aputure and the Weeylite, where the Aputure comes in at $90 US, and the Weeylite is a little bit more expensive, 10 more bucks, and it's about $99. But you get so much more value for the money. It comes with tons of accessories. You have this little pouch, which is divided into 2 compartments. You have like a big one for the light and a smaller one for the accessories. Apart from the obvious USB cable, it also comes with a diffuser, which is useful, similar to the Aputure as well. Comes with a cold shoe where you can mount it onto your camera. And I mean, my favorite is this little tripod, because I have tried to take pictures and film smaller things like products with the Aputure lights, and it's difficult to place it. This one comes included. It comes with this little gadget where you can actually mount the phone and you have yourself a little streaming studio. The accessories to the Aputure is, if you don't have it already, you have the diffuser, you get the USB cable, and you get this pouch, which is enormous, but okay. And it comes with a couple of stickers with Velcro. If you don't use the magnets, you can, use this Velcro tape, which, as you can see, I haven't used. The Aputure has one advantage, and that is that it is very small. And since it is that small, you can place it into places that maybe this light cannot fit into, but that's a very specific scenario. And in general, we want to use these lights as an accent light, you know, put it behind, light up the background. This one works in a bright room. This one struggles a lot. I did make a review of the Aputure MC light. You can check that one out here. But the main point of that video was that you want more than one RGB light. Check out this example of the can. I only had one RGB light, but I didn't have two to light the other side in blue. So I had to fake that in post-production. So whatever light you have, I strongly recommend you to get two. The Aputure light. Why do we buy this light? We have seen so many videos out there with YouTubers, creators, good creators, I mean the biggest ones, they're all using Aputure. We all want to have what they are using. I mean, that's why I bought this one. My other lights in this YouTube setup is not Aputure. Why? Because they're too expensive. There are good lights out there in general, which is not Aputure. Don't get me wrong, Aputure is a great brand, but maybe you don't need to spend that much money. This light have blown my mind. I will probably use it, well, I will use this one much more than I will the Aputure. Now, if you already have this one like me, I would seriously look into getting yourself the much brighter Weeylite RB9, because you will be able to use it in more cases, you know, brighter rooms, as I've said so many times. But for me, it's so important. And now I can light, you know, myself. I mean, if you have this one and you're happy with it, if it's strong enough, buy another one. One, not enough. If you already have it, get yourself the Weeylite RB9, because you will use it more. And you get all of these extra accessories, which is like a bonus. If I had to pick one, I would pick the Weeylite. If you want to see more videos like this one, consider subscribing and hit that like button, because you know that helps us YouTubers. I'm getting out of breath. I didn't plan this video, so I have no battery left, so I'm gonna just finish off saying 2 lights is better than one. If you need one more, Weeylite. Peace!